Today we're presenting the Roland piano, model LX705, and you're going to find out why it belongs in your classroom.
Howdy, my name's Andrew King.
Hi, this is Ted Barsula with Alamo Piano Galleries. You can find us online at alamopianogalleries.com. Subscribe to our channel, like our videos, send us questions, ask us questions, send us answers to things that we ask, and by all means, correct us. That's always something that I've been corrected so many times in the comments. I absolutely love it. So today, welcoming our band and orchestra and school educator expert here at Alamo Piano Galleries, Andrew King.
And very nice to be here.
I kind of auditioned for the band and orchestra channel last week or week before, and I brought my mouthpieces. And we always call them mouthpieces. Mouthpieces.
Right.
So I was trying to get really kind of grooved into the band and orchestra channel. So I brought a clarinet mouthpiece, an alto sax, a soprano sax, and a really rusted out trumpet mouthpiece. But I can make a tone on them, and that's about it.
That's it. And you know what? Honestly, in the long term of things, it's really good. You're getting there.
And you know, this is the thing that's amazing is that the surprises with this Roland piano line that we picked up, and they are digital pianos, but the product name is Roland Piano.
Oh, exactly.
And while I was doing the survey of the school districts up a little north and around in here, come to find out there's a lot of band halls or band rooms, I don't know what they call them, different schools, they have different names for them, and choir rooms or chorus rooms. And there's a lot of these Roland pianos in there, and I just out of curiosity, I mean, we weren't a big Roland piano dealer at the time, and I'd say, how do you like your Roland? And to a T, they all said the same thing. I love it. We've had it a couple years. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah, exactly. When you have those kind of especially on the digital side, they tend to be some of the most consistent, if not just the essence of what you're looking for as far as playing. These schools and band directors and everything like that, they're looking for something that's not going to get in the way, they're not going to have trouble with, that's reliable, has basically a backup with a great company too. It just tends to be one of the better brands for that purpose, right?
Right.
When it comes to band directors, they're looking for something that will support the student, right?
Right.
Not get in the way.
Well, and I know a lot of things too is because there's enough burden on educators to teach, the course agenda they've been given. Okay, so the last thing they want to do is have to learn how to use a thing and then teach others how to use a thing. That's not even part of the course they're going to be, the course material.
Yeah.
So they don't need an overly sophisticated digital piano. No. They just need something you turn it on and it's a piano and it works like a regular piano.
Yeah, it's not like you're going out there with a stage piano that could do a million things
right,
at once or anything.
Right.
This is for primarily when it comes to playing these in the classroom and everything. It's basically to play with the group, right? A lot of jazz band programs and everything are going to be using this comp with and everything. And because it's digital, you get access to tons of different sounds too.
Right.
Samples, right?
Well, for example, what the LX705 has in it doesn't have samples. It has something better. It's a modeling system. And so rather than take a sample of, say, a great American piano
right.
and another great American piano and sample them and then have software where it's revised, it's a modeling system. So they take a computer model that will respond exactly like that instrument in every aspect they've programmed and put it into there. So the most beautiful thing about this, number one, for educators and every musician, and I use this phrase in the video before describing these Roland pianos, you can make authentic noise with these things. You can put down the sustain pedal and hit every single key on a piano like a little kid does, and it'll sound exactly like an acoustic upright piano. There's no note drop off. It's unlimited polyphony. And, cool. And that plus it has this PHL or PHA hybrid wood type keyboard, and it has this great action in it. So all those piano basic things are perfect, and it has 4 different types of grand pianos that are in it. And then after that, only the authentic acoustic piano sounds have unlimited polyphony. The rest of the instrument on all the other tones, which are still model tones, have 256 note polyphony.
So when it comes down to it, it sounds like the word authentic
It-
kind of
very
streamlines
authentic.
itself through the entire
They,
thing.
they put them in piano cases. They redesigned
Yeah, that's cool.
a digital piano case to resemble and to act as a resonator, and they found and chose the best spots, allocations to put these speakers so that it'll respond like a big piano as they go down, and the 705 is the smaller of the top of the line ones, and they all play and respond great.
Awesome.
And they have great sound systems in it, and a couple other things I wanted to mention before we get into listening to it is that it does have the built-in recorder, MIDI playback, and all that kind of things, and it does do the split, like a lot of teachers want to split if they're gonna work with students like that. And they do have it has their AP system, and they also have their acoustic projection on the sound, and they have the enhanced headphone things.
Okay.
So with that, I think we're going to go listen to a couple samples, and then we're going to talk about why it really does belong in places like a classroom, and that's anywhere from kindergarten to like beyond graduate level.
Right.
Okay,
Well, let's check it out.
we'll listen to it. Andrew, you got to hear some of those sounds again. Let me ask you, you're in a classroom. I know you're teaching different things. Are the sounds there for you?
So good. Like the thing with these is when you play these in the classroom, the thing that the teacher wants is to give the experience of playing it like they did back then, right?
Right.
They want the sounds. They want the experience. They want the ease of access. They want the reliability of the equipment to be there for the students so they can actually experience what these people from then did, right? When I'm over on the band and orchestra channel, right? One of the things I talk about the most when I'm talking about these instruments is the consistency. Across the board, all these modeled sounds, right? They're just great. You're able to, the ease of touch, the sensitivity to everything, whether you're comping or you're playing straight up classical music or you're playing just 4 chords for a choir, all of these are played just as realistically as possible, in my opinion. Like that, and that consistency really lends itself well to needing to teach the classroom.
Right.
Absolutely. The other thing that I really enjoyed, like the Rhodes sound was awesome. I dug that a lot. It really gave that whole Korea thing.
76 suitcase on it.
Suitcase?
Yeah.
Man, that's so good. And the rest of it too, like there's tons of stuff. You got the strings. And it also has, it on board, it has not just those modeled sounds and stuff, it also has the samples. Right?
It does.
Like,
it's got sounds on top of it. Yeah.
That's so good because like I'm a sax player, right? Like I'm a wind player, so I'm really familiar with stuff like the Roland, the AE series, right? They're aerophones, so they got the 10, the 20, and all that kind of stuff, and they all use these samples. And hearing them on the keyboard and everything, just being able to do that, it's just so cool.
And now you have access to it as a sax player.
Yeah, man, it's perfect.
So it sounds like there's a video coming up.
There's a video. You should check it out. The other cool thing about this that I really enjoyed was really along the lines was the ease, a lot of updated technology, right? A lot of updated technology, especially like headphones and stuff like that, are using no wires.
Right. Bluetooth. They have Bluetooth audio on this thing, and also has Bluetooth MIDI. The one thing it doesn't have, and it's weird because I guess it must be a different Bluetooth function, is Bluetooth page turner. And so that must be something that you got to buy or get separate. Or something. I know nothing about it. I've never used it. Okay. But the other thing that I wanted to mention that is really useful in the classrooms, and you can notice this here at the store, our metronome sales, so the old-fashioned crank-up kind, have dropped off to where they're close to like nil. And an old wooden metronome like that now costs hundreds of dollars because of the material. And all of these keyboards, for the most part, have a built-in metronome. But in this day and age, who really writes a song using a metronome? No one. You put down a beat track. And so these have, there's like, a bunch of rhythms in here that a teacher can use just a straight, like you have a drummer.
Yeah.
And it's not anything fancy, but at least no one's thinking about 1, 2, 3.5, go play. I mean, you just feel it. It's easier to feel a rhythm than it is to count it.
Oh, absolutely. Especially like as a jazz player, that's super important, right? You want to be able to feel that 2 and 4.
And so I know from a teacher standpoint, what's important to teachers, they want to be able to get up from behind the piano and go lead the choir or the band, and maybe they have a student that plays piano. They want them to go in there and sit down and play, just like they would at a regular acoustic piano, not have to adjust or change or do anything, just sit down and play.
And you can totally
These instruments are perfect for that. But the one thing that I think, the reason why it is in most classrooms, and this is starting as part of the Roland product, that is included here is their warranty program. And one thing they found out is they don't really repair a whole lot of their stuff because it doesn't really break down.
Right.
So they decided, well, rather than come up with 5-year parts and then this much labor and service, the warranty that goes with these keyboards and these pianos, the Roland pianos, is amazing. It's 10-year. Parts and service, on-site repair. That tells the teacher it'll always work or someone will come here and fix it. That's what every educator, every public servant teacher, even
Yeah.
if you're a principal or you're the CFO of a big school system, it's like, let's just buy those.
Yeah.
So we know the next 10 years, we're not going to be getting any unallocated expense due to repairing instruments that are old and junky.
I mean, you're going to get an acoustic piano. You're going to be paying for the tuner.
It's going to
every year,
always
of course.
work exactly
Yeah.
like it works on day one, on the last day of 10 year.
So you're telling, so band director, right?
That's a dream come true.
No, that's perfect. Like if I'm an educator and everything like that, I'm going to go in. I want the consistency. That's
and
where you're
you
gonna
said
get.
it, consistency in product manufacturing, development, and Roland is mostly a research and development company that makes products that they've hammered out all the kinks and everything in.
Yeah.
And so I just don't have much more to say than other than that this thing here is probably going to show up on a lot of requisition forms for, band directors and choir directors and music teachers.
Absolutely. And we're going to be the place to have them.
Again, I'm Ted Barsalou. This is Andrew King. We're with Alamo Piano Galleries, and we'll be looking for your questions and comments downline, and also your subscription to our channels. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.